We use a quiet corner of the cliffs for a schoolroom. Mrs. Patterson wishes me to keep them out of doors, and I will say that I find it difficult to concentrate with the blue sea before me and ships a sailing by. And when I think I might be on one, sailing off to foreign lands, but I won't let myself think of anything but Latin grammar. The prepositions or abs, coram, cum, d or ex, pre, pro, sign, tenus, in, subter, sub and super govern the ablative. So you see, Daddy, I am already plunged into work with my eyes persistently set against temptation. Don't be cross with me, please, and don't think that I do not appreciate your kindness, for I do, always, always. The only way I can ever repay you is by turning out a very useful citizen. Our women citizens. I don't suppose they are. Anyway, a very useful person. And when you look at me, you can say, I gave that very useful person to the world. That sounds well, doesn't it, Daddy? But I don't wish to mislead you. The feeling often comes over me that I am not at all remarkable. It is fun to plan a career, but in all probability I shan't turn out a bit different from any other ordinary person. I may end by marrying an undertaker and being an inspiration to him in his work. Yours ever, Judy. 19th August. Dear Daddy Longlegs. My window looks out on the loveliest landscape. Oceanscape rather, nothing but water and rocks. The summer goes. I spend the morning with Latin, and English, and algebra, and my two stupid girls. I don't know how Marion is ever going to get into college, or stay in after she gets there. And as for Florence, she is hopeless. But oh, such a little beauty. I don't suppose it matters in the least whether they are stupid or not so long as they are pretty. One can't help thinking, though, how their conversation will bore their husbands, unless they are fortunate enough to obtain stupid husbands. I suppose that's quite possible. The world seems to be filled with stupid men. I've met a number this summer. In the afternoon we take a walk on the cliffs, or swim, if the tide is right. I can swim in salt water with the utmost ease. You see, my education is already being put to use. A letter comes from Mr. Jervis Pendleton in Paris. Rather a short, concise letter. I'm not quite forgiven yet for refusing to follow his advice. However, if he gets back in time, he will see me for a few days at Loch Willow before college opens. And if I am very nice and sweet and docile, I shall, I am led to infer, be received into favor again. Also a letter from Sally. She wants me to come to their camp for 2 weeks in September. Must I ask your permission, or haven't I yet arrived at the place where I can do as I please? Yes, I am sure I have. I'm a senior, you know. Having worked all summer, I feel like taking a little healthful recreation. I want to see the Adirondacks. I want to see Sally. I want to see Sally's brother. He's going to teach me to canoe. And we come to my chief motive, which is mean. I want Master Jervy to arrive at Loch Willow and find me not there. I must show him that he can't dictate to me. No one can dictate to me but you, Daddy, and you can always. I'm off for the woods. Judy. Camp McBride, 6th September. Dear Daddy, your letter didn't come in time, I am pleased to say. If you wish your instructions to be obeyed, you must have your secretary transmit them in less than 2 weeks. As you observe, I am here, and have been for 5 days. The woods are fine, and so is the camp, and so is the weather, and so are them brides, and so is the whole world. I'm very happy. There's Jimmy calling for me to come canoeing. Goodbye. Sorry to have disobeyed, but why are you so persistent about not wanting me to play a little?